my yarny friends. I wanted to share with you guys what I've been working on this past week. I finally finished all the pentagons to the baby ball. They're not put together, but I'm leaving in a couple days to go see my grandbabies, and I'll be bringing it with me. And I thought it'd be easier to show it to you guys before they're all sewn together. I've had a rough couple days. Sunday I was only able to do 2 baby ball items. Every single stitch cost me. It was very, very hard, but I did it. It took me all day to do 2. But I'm so excited. It looks so cute. I used, for these baby balls, I used Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton. And so I'm going to show you my first baby ball. So he's a bear, and he's so cute. Look at him. He's exactly like the pattern showed. Some of the items on the baby ball I modified or did something totally different. So there's one. This next one I did something totally different. I did a 3D butterfly. See the wings come out. I don't remember what they had on the baby ball for this one, but I decided to change it up and found this pattern on YouTube, and it fit perfectly. I didn't have to do any modifications at all to this one to make it, you know, the size fit. The next one is a rabbit. So cute. I didn't know how to show you guys without blocking my face. He's not my favorite. I'm a perfectionist, and I don't know what I could have done different. Safety eyes would have looked better, and I know they're safety eyes, but I was just worried, so I preferred to sew eyes instead of do safety eyes on them. The next one is one I worked on Sunday that took me all day long to finish. I'm going to get the other one. So this one, this flower, I worked on Sunday. They had like some kind of ring in there that you could make it spin, but I didn't have the ring, and I don't know, rust. I was worried about, I guess maybe there's some metal that doesn't rust, because, you know, it's going to have to be washed. So cute. My next one I worked on Sunday is the easiest one I did, but still just every stitch was very, very difficult. I'm getting tangled to do. So a strawberry. Yay! Look at that strawberry. I love it. Isn't that fun? Imagine the person who designed this, the fun that they had coming up with different items to put in the center, because the ones that I changed up, it was fun looking it up and thinking about it, and I just loved it. Now this is exactly to the pattern. The next one is a sun. This sun I did this area different. They had like lines for their, like the bursts coming out of the sun, but I chose to do these, so I just modified it a little bit. This one you guys seen already. This is my cloud with the rainbow inside. I still need to put some sew. I'm probably gonna sew it to make it sturdy, some Velcro right there, but very cute. The next one is one of my favorites. It's so cute. I modified this one. This is a ladybug. They had some different type of ladybug kind of sitting on a flower, and so I searched YouTube looking for a ladybug pattern. So I had to first do the pattern to see how I could modify it because I didn't know what size it would come out. So, oh my gosh, I had to make the ladybug. Oh my gosh, isn't she cute? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I should have, see where you join right here? Because you make this panel and you join this panel after you've put in, not this part, but your buttons. And I should have put the head right here, right? So then my sides would have looked a little bit better. But oh my gosh, she's so cute. But she would have been way too big for my baby ball. So I had to modify the pattern, and that's why I had to make one to know the size and, what was I going to do to modify it. But oh my gosh, adorableness. Love it. This next one, I had to modify it a little bit as well. If you see, let me see if I've shown you. The teddy bear head, the next one I'm going to show you is an octopus. And the octopus head was just like this with the tentacles coming out. And I wanted to change it a bit. So I actually did a few more lines and I did decreases. And then I sewed in here to, because when you decrease, you kind of have gaps. So I sewed in there, but I thought that looked more like an octopus. And I think they had 9 legs, but I only did 8. Oh my gosh, isn't she so cute? Oh my goodness, so much fun and a lot of work. And I've been working on this for a real long time. The pattern isn't mine to share. I try to look it up to see if I could buy it, to see, and so I could share it as well. But I found a lot of patterns where they just do the pentagons, where you just have a baby ball and it's just this. And then you could, do your own designs on there. But I couldn't find it. So I don't know who created it or anything. The next one is a sheep. Look at this sheep. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I tell you, this is a labor of love. It's so funny. My husband, he's, every time I make another, animal and put it on here, he's like, are you sure you want to give that away? He's like, the babies, they're gonna, spit up on it. They're gonna get food on it. I'm like, I know, my love. But I'm doing it for them. So, but it's a lot of work. And for me, every stitch counts. It can be really, really hard to do. So when I'm done, I'm like, it's hard to give it away at times, but grandbabies, that's not a hard one. But I feel when you make something that you love and then you give it away, it means more than if you make something and you're like, I don't really care, here, take it. So, this will be going to my babies, my grandbabies. So cute. What a cute lamb. The next one, I modified a little bit. A little bumblebee. Oh my gosh, look at that. It didn't have antennas, and so I added them, and it was my husband's. I didn't know what I was going to do because I didn't want them just sticking out, just because it felt like they could come out easily. So my husband, it was his idea to sew them onto it, so it's sewn on. And then they only had 1 black stripe. I added 2, and then their wings were a little smaller, and they were just 2 right up top here. So I put them to the side, and then I just did a French knot for the eyes, and boy, that's way easier than trying to do a circle and add a circle on here. And then my French knot, I did like 4 rounds wrapped around the needle to get it in there to make it a little bit bigger. Oh my gosh, can't wait to get these all together. And then my last one, I only modified this one a little bit, but he's a fox. Oh my gosh, look at him. Look at him. I don't know why they didn't have pointy ears. And so that's the only thing I did to modify him is is it called a picket? I don't, whatever it's called to, he's a little wonky, but that's what I did to modify him. But other than that, look at how adorable this fox is. Oh my goodness. So now the scary thing is I'm actually gonna wash each panel before I put it together because cottons bleed. Ah! So all my hard work, I could have bleeding on here. And I knew Hobby Lobby people talked about it bleeding, but other cottons bleed as well. So I read somewhere they mentioned using this. This is supposed to catch the dyes. So I'm going to hand wash each one separately, of course, in cold water. And then on the box, it actually reads, it talks about cottons and it talks about using 2 to 3 sheets to help catch the colors when you're using cotton. So, and in this box that I have upside down now, you get 72. So yeah, I'm gonna wash them. I figure one, it's better for the babies. I don't want them, they're gonna put things in their mouth and I don't want them to have the chemicals of the dyes. And also, I'd rather each panel kind of bleed into itself. If it does, I'll do one at a time and see. I know that you can do vinegar, but I don't know if I want it to smell like vinegar. I think I'm going to use dish soap. I would think that would be more because, I use stuff from like Natural Grocers that's unscented. I think that'd be more safe than laundry detergent. I mean, I'll rinse it really, really, really good because, it's going to my babies, my grandbabies. So I'll let you know how that goes. When I get there and get it all put together, I'll take a photo of it. And it's up to my daughter-in-law and son, but if they let me take a video, short little video with the grandbabies playing with it, maybe I'll try to insert it into my next video with their permission. And then the only other things that I've worked on, I've done 4 hats. The first hat I worked on, it's called How to Crochet Bulky Seed Stitch Beanie. And I was having a bad day and I like to make hats when I'm really, really bad because it's just easier to do. And then I get, even if it takes me all day long, I get a sense of accomplishment. So I worked on this beanie. And I love it. I love the feel of it. I love the way it looks. I need to tie in my end. I'm not going to do a pom-pom. I like to do pom-poms, but I'm not going to do it on this one. I used Effortless Super Bulky Yarn Bee in Peacock. On this one, I used this crochet hook. And if you see right here, there's a dip into it. And I really struggled with this hook. It like hurt my arm, made it sore, the muscles, because it's a bulky yarn. And the yarn, when I would latch on and get a couple strings on there or whatever, it would go down into this dip. And then I'd have to pull it back over. And then it'd go down and pull it back over. So I am not a fan of this. I think it's Boyd crochet hook. So then I bought 2 other hooks to try, because I really like the pattern and I like the way it turned out. So I tried 2 other hooks. I found this clover. The other one was a 16 millimeter. This is a 15 millimeter. This wouldn't work. It's a little too small for that bulky of a yarn, but with the yarn I did use, it worked well. It's the same stitch, and I used this hook. And this is the same pattern, and I love it. I love, love, love this yarn. Oh my gosh, it feels so soft. I love it. I mean, it's wool. It still has some wool in it, but it's just so soft and squishy, and I love the color. So I think I'm keeping this hat for me. I used Wool Ease Thick and Quick and the color Raisin. And that's so funny. I love purple. And then, so I used this hook, and it was perfect for this yarn. This is a 15 millimeter. And I had a little bit left. So I thought, well, I'll make a kid size hat. So I made the same bean stitch. I think that's what it's called. Seed stitch beanie. But I didn't have quite enough to do the end of it. So I got some cream and finished it in the cream. It's so cute. I may have to give it to my granddaughter, even though she can't wear it yet, but in the future, you know, for us to wear the same hats. Oh my gosh, so cute. So that turned out well, and I just used the rest of the yarn to make a little pom-pom. And I love it. I used up the whole skein, but then I started a new skein. So of course, and I wanted to use the other hook I got. I bought this hook. This is the hook that the lady in the tutorial used. So I thought, okay, I really, really like the pattern. I love the way it looks, and it's an easy pattern to do when I'm not doing well. So, and the 15 millimeter was a little too small for this yarn that I used. Isn't this a cute hat? Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love this pattern so much. It turned out so well, and this is Wool Ease Thick and Quick. And odd, because this is Wool Ease Thick and Quick, but it's actually a little bit smaller than this cream one. This one is called Fisherman. Fisherman. So I have to say, this is a Susan Bates, and it worked so much easier than the Boyd, I don't know what it's called, hook. So this one I had an easier time working with and enjoyed it. And I just love this pattern. It's so, so cute. So those are the things that I finished this week. Love that baby ball so much. I don't know how I'm gonna sew it together yet. I can always slip stitch it. I don't know the corners, like, do you have to do anything special to get the corners? Whoops, backwards. To get those corners, like when you go around, you know, like when on a Afghan or something, you always have to add extra stitches. I don't know when it comes to pentagons, if that's the same thing, or, you know, to put them all together in a ball. I guess it'll be trial and error for that one. I wanted to talk a little bit at the end, so that's all my yarny goodness for right now. I wanted to talk a little bit at the end about my chronic fatigue syndrome and POTS. I know sometimes you guys will see me cheery, able to, you know, like my last yarn haul video, but everything I do has a cost. Everything. I like to use the analogy that there are 2 semi-trucks out to get me. Every day I'm going to be hit by a semi-truck. One's a blue one and one's a red one. The blue one is going maybe 20 miles an hour. It hits me, and you know, I get tired, I get pain, but I can still crochet, I can still process information, but, you know, I have to sit on the couch, or I kind of lay on the couch. But then there's a red one, and it's going 100 miles an hour. And when the red one hits me, and I never know when it's going to happen, I don't ever know how much it takes to make one of those hit me. So when the red one hits me, that's going 100 miles an hour, I am knocked out. I'm in agony. My fatigue's off the charts, my mental ability to process off the charts, my pain high, pain meds don't really cover it, and I'm in agony. I feel like I'm being poisoned. So everything I do, there's always a cost, and it's hard. It's like a roller coaster ride. I just don't, what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, but it happens every day. But I get little breaks. I get little get out of jail free cards where I can go do things that, usually I do things that need to get done. Take a shower, like I need a shower so bad. But the last 2 days have been really, really hard. Laundry, but so you guys might be wondering, why are you doing videos? But I need fun. I need something that brings me joy, and boy, does yarn bring me joy. But so does, doing these videos and feeling like, I have a community out there of friends that crochet, and some of you have reached out that also suffer and that have chronic illnesses, and and you also love yarn and the fiber arts. So it's so wonderful to have this community, and I love it. So, the days that I'm doing well, or the moments in the days that I'm doing well, can't always be about, okay, I need to go clean my bathroom, or I need to do dishes, or I need to go, shopping. But when I shop, I have to use an electric cart, or my husband pushes me around in my wheelchair, because, that won't be pretty if I'm trying to walk around a store. I couldn't anyway. I couldn't make it very long. So speaking of things that come at a cost, I'm going to visit my grandbabies in a couple days, and I live on the West Coast and they live on the East Coast, and I'm flying alone. I typically fly with my husband. He wheels me around the airport, and when the fatigue sets in and when my mental abilities don't work, I just know that he's there. He's taking care of everything. I just need to push through it, and eventually it will end. But this time he's not going with me. So I'm a little afraid. I'm afraid of... I have a 3.5 hour layover in Denver. So going to the airport, when he'll go with me, he'll push me through security, he'll hang out with me, he'll get me on the plane. And so that's all good. But then when I get into Denver and have to sit there for 3.5 hours, I have to find somebody to wheel me to food. And then after that, I don't know how I'm going to get from the food to my gate. But the biggest, I'm good at pushing through things. I'm good at, I can get brutal chest pain, and I can push through that, and I can get out of breath, or I have to work at breathing, because, with my dysautonomia, sometimes my body just forgets to breathe. Can push through that. Pain can push through that. But it's hard when your fatigue's really bad and your mind's not processing information. So I'm really, it's going to be a hard one. But I haven't seen my grandbaby since they were born. It's been 7 months, and I miss them. And he's unable, Stephen, my husband, is unable to go with me this time around. And I can't wait 5 more months. I miss him so much. And my bigger fear is, what am I going to be like the next day? Am I going to get there and have to recuperate for, a couple days and not get to really enjoy them? And then I'll have a couple days and then I'm going to go again. So yeah, so that's going to be a hard one. I would like to end my videos with, I'm not going to do 5 things that I'm grateful for. I can't put a number to it because I just can't, like where am I? What number am I on? It's a little too hard to try to remember, but I would, just like to end them with just things that I'm grateful for. And so one of them is my grandbabies. I'm so grateful for them. I wanted to be a grandma for so long. I love babies. Love them, love them, love them. Doesn't have to be my grandbabies. I just love babies. So very exciting that, I have grandbabies. And so I'm very grateful for that. I'm grateful for coffee. I love coffee. I can drink as much as I want, but unfortunately I only can drink like 2 cups in a day. I have really low blood pressure, so it raises your blood pressure. So I'm trying to eat like chocolate covered espresso beans because it seems I can eat those, but I'm very, very grateful for coffee. The sun's out today. I'm grateful for sunshine. I love sunshine so much. And the last thing that I'm grateful for is memory foam. I'm so grateful for memory foam. I have cut out a piece for my couch. I have it on my bed. It really helps my pain. So praise God for memory foam. That's a big one for me. So I would like to know things that you're grateful for. If you can leave, them in the comments. It's fun to try to find the small things like, a flower, a bird, a color, just things in your day that you're grateful for, that you just see, to watch out for them and to look for them. Maybe hearing somebody laugh, or a phone call, or yarn. So anyway, I thank you so much for watching my video. I thank you for subscribing to my channel. 57 subscribers, yay! If you could like, subscribe, and share, I'd really appreciate it. I hope you guys are doing well today, and I will talk to you later. Bye.